he stopped conducting himself. I don't know why. He called me one day and told, you have to do this. I asked what to do. He said, so now what it means? When I asked what I have to do in the camp, then he told me this was the answer. So what meaning you take out of this? Huh? Pardon? No, what she has said. What you are saying. Yes. हाँ. आपने क्या बोला? Yeah. It means leave to me. It means I will take care. That is what I understood. It means you don't worry. It means you keep quiet. It means you have not to do anything. It means I will do everything. Am I right? And whenever I go to conduct a meditation camp, means in India there are different centers. They wrote to Osho that send somebody to conduct meditation camp. Then the letter will come to me through the secretary that Osho has told you go to this camp. So before leaving for the camp, I used to write on a piece of paper, Teri Raza Puri Ho, and send to Osho through the secretary. This was my usual practice. One day, in the discourse, he talked on this, Teri Raja Puri Ho. Chaitanya, it is in Hindi. Chaitanya Bharti has asked, then immediately corrected himself, not asked, said, Teri Raja Puri Ho. Then it is a maybe 10-15 minutes piece. This was not my question. It was just my simple habit that whenever I leave, I just say, Teri Raja Puri Ho. Thy will be done. And go and come back after conducting camp. That's all. It started automatically. When he told me to conduct meditation camp, I was hardly with him for 3 years, knowing nothing. Still I don't know anything. Still I know nothing. You may feel that I am something or I know something. But when I ask myself and look at myself, I find I know nothing. Actually, what I knew, I forgot everything. If you want to listen, है अपने पास वो कहीं, we can play one time, Teri Raja Puri Ho. So he told me, Chaitanya Bharti, this is your path. If you just keep these words here in your heart, your journey will be okay. And this was always my thing. That is why here for the first time, I am sometime words disappear from here. They does not want to descend. Openly, this secret I am sharing with you in this camp. I was sharing this also, but indirectly. Now it is very direct. From this camp, this Namastubhyam, say once, Namastubhyam, and feel it. Just feel the sound. After saying it, just feel. Namastubhyam, Namastubhyam, Namastubhyam. It brings your whole being together, one state of presence. You just present here and now. This is what is needed. This should stabilize. This should become your company all the time. Second is Tera Tujhko Arpan. Actually, few things I wanted to do before this camp starts. But work was so much, they remain in as an idea. The one idea was to create a small garden here and write on a nameplate, Tera Tujhko Arpan. This whole place is Tera Tujhko Arpan. Yours, back to you. This whole place. Second thing I wanted to do, that the very opening day, 11th December, I wanted to put two donkeys over there at the gate, having a signboard here, welcome. You like the idea? Next time we will really do. Now think over it. There are many layers to this thought. Donkey, small donkey, not big one, small. Child donkey. आपको पता ही आइडिया नहीं? Many people know, 3-4 people know. I discussed with them. They also liked it. Madhukar liked very much. Huh? But see, there was no time actually. I wanted to do, I remember. The daytime also remember, but there was nobody. Nirvair was in shopping, he was not there, nobody was there. So how to arrange? And they should be first bathed well and then decorated and then garlanded, and when people come, they see the donkeys. I wanted to shock you silently in every way. What happened? Why you are serious? Crazy idea? जोशो कैसा लगा आइडिया? क्या मतलब है इसका? गधे आपका स्वागत कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब क्या है? Another idea was to put a small signboard at the gate, beware of guards. Generally, people put beware of dogs. हंस लो यार, ठीक से हंस लो. अगली बार मिलेगा ये सब। भेद खोल दिया है। First it should be danger zone, then the next should be beware of gods. बोलो क्या बात करें? Anything you want to ask? Yeah.
I would like to ask, where does imagination come here? So let's say you have certain ideas about the future, which might not be necessarily your ideas. I'm asking. And then, with the help of imagination, you imagine a certain future thing, maybe. Does this go with total surrender together? So let's say you maybe
There can be a partial surrender. Total surrender, you are using the word total surrender. It simply conveys that there is a partial surrender also. Means one day you surrender, another day you say I take it back. Or I surrender for 1 hour. Or for few days. Surrender means surrender. And when you surrender, where is the imagination? Imagination disappears. It remains with the I. And what is surrendered? The I. When you say, Thy will be done, Teri Reja Puriyo, it means you are no more there. He has taken over. Now He will function through you, whatever function may be. You may be insulted, you may be rewarded, but then both goes to Him. That is surrender. Now it means you are giving all your worries to Him. It simply means that. Now you are no more worried of anything. That I have to do this, I want this, I achieve this is my problem, I am in mess. All these kind of things are gone immediately in one stroke. Not that you will not suffer pain, not that there will be no difficulties, not that there will be no hindrances, but each time you will remember Teri Raja Puriyo. Means you will not take the delivery. You will not sign the courier. You will not take the courier, simply. Surrender means now I leave all the responsibility to you. It is not mine. And it is not a small thing. You cannot do it. Just try. Then you will say, I have surrendered, then why you are not doing this? Gurudev, I have surrendered to you. And you don't even look at me. You must look at me. At least give me a smile once in a while. If you are able to surrender, it simply means you are integrated. You are not divided. Because you are divided, that is why these kind of things, imagination and whatnot, they move around the center, which is called me or I. If the very center is given up, then where is the problem? Whatsoever is, you are happy inside. Nobody can shake you. Nobody can touch you. Nothing can touch you. Even if the sky falls, you are laughing. Ho ja. If there is no integration, surrender is not possible. If surrender has happened, or say it is happening, let us say it is happening. Happening means what? Maybe something falls from up there, falling, and one day it touches, or one moment it touches the earth. But it is falling. It is always in the now. It is not in the future. But it is falling, it is happening. Okay? But you cannot say that I can surrender for a few days, or surrender is not conditional in any way. It cannot be conditional. Once the surrender happens, the story is over. Now, whether meditation happens or not, enlightenment happens or not, you arrive at something or not, you are distracted or you are transformed, whatever, you relax. मस्त मस्त हो गया कुछ भी हो जाए अच्छा हो जाए बुरा हो जाए you may be caught in a crime which you have not done and you put in the jail, you will say thy will be done. If you get food, you will say thy will be done. If you don't get anything, you will say thy will be done. Thy will be done is your state of being, state of mind. It is not something you have to do. But slowly, if you practice it, if you understand it, you will find it is the easiest. You are in trouble. You have no control on anything, on any action. Do you have any control? You tell me. Can you control your sleep? Can you control your waking up? Can you control your thing you are holding here? How long? All control is bogus. Whatever. Totally bogus. Wrong idea. Lack of understanding. That is what is called ignorance. What you can control? Can you control your thoughts, your emotion, your feeling? Tell me. Then when nothing is in your control, why you are become a controller? Simply understand the thing. Then what remains? If you are not a controller, then what remains? Tell me. What remains? You people are duffer or what? Huh? Surrender. What remains if there is no control? Happen. Living. Acceptance. What remains? Acceptance. Whatsoever is beautiful. Thanks. This remains. Gratitude, gratefulness, acceptance, happiness. Nobody can make you unhappy. Even you are put in the jail, you will be happy. Because you accept it. You accept. There is no resistance. This is your resistance which creates a mess, a hell around you. Your life becomes a hell. That is a resistance. That is a struggle. That is fight. And it is sucking all the energy you have. You become tired, tense, helpless, depressed, nervous, isn't it? Just understand that there is no way out. You, you have no control over anything. When you were born, masto, little here, masto, little, yes, enough. When you were born, it was your decision. When you are going to die, it will be your decision. In between, you think you are so and you can do this and that. Everything just happened and happening. Birth happened, death will happen. In between also, there are many happenings. If you understand this much, your problem is solved. Where is the problem? Not that there will be no problems. There will be problems, but you are solved. You want to solve the problem and not yourself. And you have no control on anything. If you watch, if you see, if you feel, if you go through the life you have lived, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60, 70 years. Just see it has happened or you have done it. When you were born, you may be 18 inch or 20 inch, say 10 to 20 inch. You were not 6 feet. Now you are 6 feet. What you have done? Happened by itself. Everything is happening by itself. We just see and enjoy. This is a game. This is a Leela. Who knows who is doing? Who is saying nature is doing? Okay, nature is doing. So leave everything to the nature. It is the if you are sad, it is the problem of nature, not you. But you say it is my problem, then you are stuck. You have to suffer. If you say it is his problem, you are free. Why you take the delivery? Have you made the sun? You are blowing the wind. This is all happening. Enjoy the mystery. It is a mystery. You are. This is a mystery. And you have a nose, you have eyes, you have ear. You can talk, you can listen, you can walk. See, this whole body here, it goes like this. Then this is one portion, then it goes like this. Then it comes here, it becomes five. Then something is here. If you see what is this all about, it is just amazing, mind blowing, isn't it? Mustache, beard, Everything happened. What you created, what you did, what you call my life. Life is there, you call it my, you hold it, you possess it. When you possess, how you can possess life? Life can never be possessed. Don't possess, and the living is happening. It is spontaneous. Nobody is doing anything. Not even God is doing anything. Nobody is doing anything, but everything is still happening. And it is mysterious that you see and you know. You witness the mystery. You are part of the mystery. Then acceptance. Acceptance is the easiest method. Here we do that. Here I teach that to my people and to you all. Accept. There is no other way. And slowly, slowly they understand, they become relaxed and everything starts happening. Latifa has written a, a kind of diary, a letter. She is coming to this meditation intensive since 10 years. First was Goa, first time Goa. She met me 1 year before and she understood the point. Now with the back is paining, she is not worried. If she has no money, she is not worried. It will be worth reading the letter, but it is a big letter, 4 or 5 pages. She understood the point and she is happy. She is just happy. When we were in Yadavgiri, Mysore, there is a place, Yadavgiri, and she was in India. She comes every year in India and she wanted to work in my garden. There was a little garden. I said, okay, work. So she was working. I never looked at her, but she was happy. I never talked to her. She was happy. She understood the point. The point is very simple. First, you must understand that you are not the doer. If you don't have proper understanding, whatever you do, it is waste. Whatever you do. Go on doing dynamic, kundalini, 40 days, 60 days, does not matter. Any therapy, there are so much big malls everywhere now. But nobody gives you any understanding. Mechanically, you practice, a device is there, a method is there, a technique is there, and you are happy, they are happy, they have sold, you have purchased it, now you are applying it. But there is no understanding. हो जाए. You must have the knack of everything. You must not intellectually. Intellectual knowledge is a lot there in the books. And then you hear the discourses also. There are 6,500 Osho discourse in Hindi and English. And people are listening since 20 years. They are the same. They keep on listening day and night. Then they, Osho has said this, Osho has said that. Osho had said this, but what you have understood, that is the real thing. Huh? Osho has said so many things. He says the opposite also. Huh? What, what you have understood. There is a need of proper understanding. Otherwise, then दिल के बहलाने को गालिब ख्याल अच्छा है. It is to satisfy one's own thought. Whatsoever one is doing, it is to satisfy one's own thought, isn't it? Somebody is after money, somebody is after woman, somebody is after power, somebody is after prestige, name, fame, and somebody is after meditation. What is the difference? हो जाए. The game is same. The moment you wake up, the game starts. When you wake up in the morning, the game starts. Now you cannot sit silently. Or even sitting silently becomes a activity, isn't it? Those Zen people say, sitting silently, doing nothing, grass grows by itself. But only grass grows then. It is very famous saying of Zen, sitting silently, doing nothing, and seasons comes, grass grows by itself. But we need some fruit also. we are we are not donkey to eat grass. Sitting silently is also a activity, is also a method. But I am saying that when you wake up, or the waking happens in the morning, after the deep sleep, you cannot sit silently. You have to do something or other. You are compelled to do something or other. Whether you earn money, become famous, become a king or a politician or Barack Obama or Manmohan Singh or a Osho disciple. And you think I can control what you can control. If you decide that after waking, I will not do anything, I will remain on the bed. You can do the exercise. You remain in the bed and you don't get up. How long? How long? Now, activity happens by itself. The moment you wake up, activity happens. Immediately, you go to the bathroom. Then you say, I go to the bathroom. It has happened. You say, I can control my wife, you can control even your shit. Can you? See the point. Nothing is in your hand. It is a fact. It is a truth. It is a reality. Why not to accept it? If you don't accept, whose harm is this? You are harming yourself. You are confusing yourself. You are fighting with you. Who is going to win? Both sides you are. That is why you are going to lose. That is why when this becomes a situation, you search for 40-day meditation. हो जाए. And here I am showing you the whole game. What the game is going on, isn't it? It is a simple game. The moment you wake up, you have no control over anything. And when you go to sleep, already you have surrendered. Actually, when you become really tired of the control for 10 hours, 12 hours, or 16 hours, then you give up. Then you surrender and then you go to sleep, isn't it? And it is a total or partial surrender. If it is a partial surrender, you cannot sleep. If it is a total surrender, then you can sleep. If something is hanging, you are fighting with, you are struggling with, if something is unfulfilled, then you cannot sleep. When I go to bed, it hardly takes 2 minutes. Hardly, I am saying. Just gone. Totally dead. If energy is lurking, and why it lurks? It is basically the stupidity of what we have collected. Wrong ideas, wrong beliefs, wrong desire. And that creates the mess. If you understand them, things will be more relaxed automatically. Just understand. And no doing can help, and no guru can help, I tell you. No guru can help. If some guru says, I will help you, then he is a cheat, not a guru. Imagination. Gurdjieff talks about four feature, four kind of people having special feature. You can meditate also. There are four features of man. Either it is talking. One goes on talking and talking and talks too much. The other is lying. He lies. The third is assuming, imagining, assumption. And the fourth is expressing negative emotion. Now, what feature you have to find out. It does not mean if you have one, you don't have the other. But what is your main feature? Talking, lying, assuming, or say, people around me say Manish is there or Nirmal is here sitting. I will tell him something and he will understand something else. I will tell him bring this and he will bring something else. What it means? He has assumed something else. He has heard something else. The beauty is, suppose you have feature of talking. You talk too much, by the way. And the person is not aware that he talks too much. That is the beauty. And if you tell him that you talk too much, he will never accept. One has to find out what feature. Means one comes at the top. Suppose assuming come at the top. Then maybe lying, then maybe talking, then maybe all the four feature you have. Degreegally less, but at the top one is prominent. So find out your feature. Talking, assuming, lying, or expressing negative. Means complaining, demanding something. There is a lot of scope if you go in detail. I'm just telling you the nutshell of. So your question was, what was your question?
That work?
हाँ.
Okay.
So इसको आवाज कम रखना. Yeah.
As you explained about assuming, maybe I was referring to a different type of imagination. Maybe it's the same thing, creating something, not necessarily creating with the power of imagination. Because this maybe, and this is my question, could be used also as a creation.
I think better when you people ask something, better to write. That will be much better. You will be focused and I will understand also. Still, I don't understand the question. And then if I talk about it, I will be talking something else if I don't understand. Better you write and keep it here, okay? Any question? Yes. Ji.
You told yesterday morning to get out of that I, but afternoon you told about self-remembrance. I am little confused. If I go for self-remembrance and then again I comes.
Let it come, let it go. But don't stuck there. Don't see that you are the I. Self-remembering does not belong to the I. If the I is there, there is no self-remembering. Understand. The word is I am. Isn't it? Amness is the reality. But I is attached to it. It is fake. As am you are, everybody is. Actually, amness is not divided at all. But then when I is attached, it separates. Then you become individual, special. When I say self-remembering, it means remembering the amness. होना, होने की प्रतीति. ये प्रतीति आई को नहीं हो रही, ये प्रतीति हो रही है. There is a knowingness of the emness without I is attached to it. If you stabilized in this emness, you will start knowing, feeling, experiencing that this emness is not my emness. It is just emness. First thing. If you get stabilized into it, it will turn into isness. If you go even deeper, it will turn into nothingness or emptiness. Where is Jashan? Yeah. Yesterday we were. As you go deep, it becomes more thinner and thinner and thinner. As you come to the periphery, it becomes more grass and grass and grass and grass. So I is the grassest. The real thing is there is emness. But when this emness comes into the function, it needs a I for functioning. But then I becomes a different story. It creates trouble and trouble. So understand the picture. I have not said drop the I or get rid of it. What actually I mean, let's see the picture, understand the picture. I is going to remain because it is functional. Until there is a body, body has to function, isn't it? So I is required to relate, to function. So use it as a tool. When you are using it a tool and emotionally not blinded, then there is no problem. And self-remembering brings you out of the I and brings you to the emness. What is common in all of us? You cannot be without emness, I cannot be without emness. Isn't it? That is common to all. Even to mosquito, even to fly, even to elephant. Isn't it? This cow, the donkey, man, woman, what is common? Emness. M is the real thing, not the I. Self-remembering means staying in emness. What is meditation? A pure experiencing of one's emness. When it is stabilized, it expands. It becomes more thinner. This emness will not remain local. It will happen by itself. Slowly, slowly, it turns into isness. What we call Atma becomes Paramatma. Sufi call it Allah. Hindu call it Brahma. आत्मानुभूति के बाद ब्रह्मानुभूति शुरू हो जाएगी अगर तुम उसी में गड़े रहे, स्थिर रहे, You just become stable. So when I say self-remembering, it means you forget the person. And what is the person? It has a name, it has so many identities. And all the identities are believed. I am Mahabaleshwar, I am Kannad, I am Indian, I am man, then career-wise, then father, then husband, then uncle, what not. But all are functional things. Suppose you just are what you are. Mahabaleshwar. No. You just are. Self-remembering means just remain as you are. Experience your true nature. Realize, better to say, realize your true nature, not experience. When we use the word experience, then there is an experiencer and there is something experienced. But when you realize, you become one. It is all one. Just realize your true nature. It is pure होना, शुद्ध होना, होने की अनुभूति, बिना किसी तंत्र मंत्र यंत्र के, बिना किसी नेम प्लेट के, बिना किसी पहचान के, बस शुद्ध होना है. ये शुद्ध होना ही सब कुछ है मेरे प्यारे. इस शुद्ध होने में रुक जाओ. और जो भी हम करते हैं वो हमें, अगर हमें शुद्ध होने में ला रहा है, स्थित कर रहा है, तो ठीक हो रहा है. होना, ये होना में जब स्थित हो गए, रिमेम्बरेंस चली गई, सेल्फ रह गया. अब रिमेम्बरिंग is because you forget. If you don't forget, then where is the need of remembering? You have to remember because you forget. You forget who you are, that is why there is a self-remembering. You have to remember. Okay, you can say I am. When you say I am, forget the I and feel the amness. Then even amness is also forgotten because it remains. There is no need. There is no word. You have transcended everything. You just are. When you go deep, even this remembrance, memory that I am or amness is there also disappears. That becomes even pure. Hmm. 6 minutes more. Please write, we'll talk. आप में से you are Jairam and he is Shravan. I always confuse who is Jairam, who is Shravan. You must keep something here. No, I will remember Jairam, Shravan. ठीक चल रही गाड़ी आप लोगों की? हैं? मजा आ रहा है? सच में? पैसा वसूल? खत्म होने के बाद अगर ऐसा लगे कि 1 लाख रुपया कम है तो 1 लाख रुपया और दे देना। नहीं समझे नहीं, वो समझे नहीं, नहीं तो लाफते है ना। पहले ज्यादा लगता है फिर कम लगता है। अशोक जी मजा आ रहा है? ठीक चल रही गाड़ी? चलने दें? लॉक कर दें? सब चीज हो रही है, कोई करता नहीं है। इतनी बात समझ जाओ, याद रखो, हो गया काम। जूं जूं तेरा हो कुंती वे तिव होवणा, जय जय रखें आप तिथे जा खलोवणा। सभी ज्ञानियों की, संतों की समझ एक ही है। अब ये कहने का ढंग है, जूं जूं तेरा हुक्म, ये कहने का एक ढंग है कि जैसे जैसे तेरी मर्जी होगी वैसे वैसे घटेगा। तो सभी संत इसी अनुभूति पे आ जाते हैं, क्योंकि वहां पर कुछ अलग अलग नहीं है। वहां पर जो है सबको एक जैसा ही दिखता है, कहने में फर्क आ जाता है। सभी संत ये जानते हैं कि जो भी हो रहा है सो हो रहा है, कोई करने वाला है नहीं। ये करने की जो भाषा है ये बुद्धुओं की भाषा है, बुद्धों की नहीं, बुद्धुओं की। बुद्धू मीन स्टूपिड। लेकिन आदमी को स्टूपिड होने का बड़ा मजा आता है, कंडीशनिंग है, आदत है। हो रहा है, अगर हो रहा है तो फिर सब हो रहा है। जब तुमने कहा कि सब हो रहा है तो तुमको जो हो रहा है तो फिर दूसरे को भी जो हो रहा है। नहीं तुमने ऐसा क्यों किया? दूसरा कर रहा है और तुमको हो रहा है। इज इट पॉसिबल? देखिए, आदमी इतना चालाक है, इतना बुद्धिमान है, उसको कुछ भी नहीं, उसको जस्टिफाई करेंगे, ये हो रहा है मेरे को, ये मेरे को हो रहा है, मैं कुछ कर नहीं रहा। और दूसरे को कहेगा तूने ऐसा क्यों किया? अरे भाई, जब तेरे को हो रहा है तो दूसरे को भी हो रहा है ना। फिर हो रहा है तो हो रहा है, ये सब प्योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग है। फिर शिकायत किस बात की? फिर दोषी कौन? और अगर तुम दूसरे को दोष दे रहे हो तो तुम करता ही हो और अपने को अकर्ता बना के छिपा रहे हो। हाँ, अपने को धोखा दे रहे हो। किसको धोखा दोगे? सब धोखे अपने को होते हैं। When you cheat, you cannot cheat anybody else. Whenever you are cheating yourself, because you are responsible to yourself.